Hello everyone and welcome to our data collector video series. This time we deal with the data collector LT. LT stands for long-term recording, so recordings that do actually take a little bit longer, days, weeks, as you wish really, at the end. So the point that we look at will be an on-the-fly sensor swapping, automatic firmware control, automatic firmware installation, full data control, and then we also go into integration of data process modules and the automatic reconnect module. How I will go on is that I will show you some screen grabs from the application and what the application is actually doing here. So here the application is actually scanning for new sensors. Here you see two different sensors and we will connect one of them. Both of them will have the right firmware version running on it. So we are now connecting to the sensor with the end 199 and we've connected now we subscribe to it, and you will see quickly that after subscribing we get the raw data from the accelerometer, gyroscope and the magnetometer, XYZ, as well as the ECG. And intensity is a pre-processed data set where we get Movesense intensity data, and the position data set is also pre-processed, which is now coming in where we have the position while laying on the bed. For example, we have left, right, prone, as you wish. You can see that how that works in a different video from us. But this shows that we've pre-processed and raw data coming in, and it's being then saved within the Android application. So next one will be on-the-fly sensor swapping. Why do we do that? So if a sensor runs out of battery, we want to swap it to a new one. So here we just say, okay, change battery, which is then triggering the search for a different sensor or a second sensor that is in there. We look for it, and now you see there's a different sensor with the end 163, and now we are connecting to the different sensor, and we have two sensors connected at the same time. The time is overlapping so that we don't lose any data, and at the end you will then see that the sensor with the 163 takes over and the 199 sensor is then being dropped. So this way you just have no loss in data, and you actually have a new system running and streaming raw data and pre-processed data at the same time. But that obviously brings a different problem with it. So how do you make sure that there is the right firmware running on the right sensor, and how do I install it? Many people don't know that, and it's really time consuming and hassling. So what we have done is that we actually make a check, and the check is the automatic firmware control or the automatic firmware installation. We check that now we have the sensor with the N369 in there. We take that sensor, and the system says, hey, you don't have the right firmware on there. Do you want me to install it? You can say, oh, cancel, or you can say, okay. With okay, we get the firmware version from the sensor, start the automatic firmware update, and here you see it's running in real time. And after the whole firmware update has been done, the system is running as before. This actually saves you a lot of time. So you can see that you have the sensors, like a full bucket full of them. You don't even know what firmware is running on it. You just want to have a sensor and you want to make the recordings. So this way you can just take any of the sensors, and if the firmware is not right, the software actually takes care of it and does all the installation and everything on its own, and you don't have to take care of it or think about how things actually work. So now we have the update. Here you see that we're connecting to 369 and it's now compatible with the application, raw data coming in, pre-processed data coming in, and that's all about it. So next one will be full data control. What do we mean with full data control? With full data control, we mean that you have always know where the data is, or if you just want to have the pre-processed data on the sensor, you can keep it there. Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere else. However, if you want to do really long recordings, you need to have some kind of storage where you put if the memory of the sensor actually runs out. So that actually goes then to the smartphone menu. But if for ethical or whatever reasons you don't want to send it to a sensor, it doesn't go there, to a server, I mean. So, but you can obviously just send it to a server as well via MQTT or any other process. That's all done and within our modules. So you can decide it on your own, and it's not something that you need to do. So one more feature that we have is the integration of data process modules, which means we have pre-processed algorithms that do posture detection or movement intensity, they implemented there. And then another feature within the LT is automatic reconnect. So if there's no connection, the sensor comes back, all is running smoothly after that. Thank you very much for listening, and see you in one of our next videos.